Welcome everybody to the Latin Nerds Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for Joyride, the newest raunchy R-rated comedy from the all Asian cast here. This one actually is weird because I actually went in this completely clean. I heard some good things. This was screened over at the CinemaCon last month. A lot of great reviews about this film, so I was kind of excited. We don't usually get a lot of great comedies on a yearly basis. I'm always looking for the next great comedy here. I did see one yesterday, The Blackening, which I enjoyed. We got an all black cast. Now we got an all Asian cast. Come on, guys. A little love for Latinos out there. Can we get a all Latino cast movie? I'm just saying. I throw it out there. It is what it is. Just keep the focus back on what it should be, and I guess that's in this movie here. This one here stars Ashley Park playing a girl named Audrey, who is a successful lawyer, and she has an opportunity to make partner. And her boss is going to send her to China to close the deal. Of which, if she can close the deal, can make partner, and she goes along with her best friend named Lolo, who is quite the opposite. They were childhood friends. Lolo is Chinese descent, and came as a young child. They ended up meeting, became best friends ever since. But she's quite the opposite. She's more of an artiste, if you will. Doesn't have the drive that Audrey has. She's definitely a lot more sexually charged, to say the least. Audrey's a lot more conservative. But they meet up, and Audrey, who's actually was adopted. She has an American family, so she's very Americanized. She's not considered quote unquote Chinese. So they're going out to. She takes her along to go to China, and they tag along another friend named Deadeye. Friend, I use that term loosely, a very interesting character named Deadeye, and they meet up with one of Andre's college friends, played by Stephanie Hu. Her name is Kat. Stephanie Hu, we've seen her Shang-Chi and the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. We saw her recently, of course, in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So they all meet up in China, and then hilarity ensues, or so they hope for in a movie like this, hoping that you guys will laugh. And I gotta say that if the goal was to make you laugh, this movie absolutely succeeded in that. This movie's hilarious. I really enjoyed this, had such a good time. Your classic R-rated raunchy kind of comedy, no holds barred. Very sexually charged. There's a couple of scenes, standout scenes, one particularly involving this sex scene, a very sexualized scene with all four of the individuals here and doing different things, which comes out absolutely brilliant. A lot of great moments. I mean, it's just really stands out as my favorite comedy of the year. I know it's kind of early, but this probably will end up being the funniest movie of the year. It's that good. It's that entertaining. I love the cast here. The fact that Audrey's trying to kind of assimilate herself in China, and she's purely American. That's how she was raised, and her trying to assimilate and learn about her culture and etc., while her friends are more of Chinese descent, are kind of helping her do that. But what I like about this, like any good comedy, right? Any good comedy just needs to be funny, right? Ultimately, that's the goal, right? There's some silly stuff in this film, outlandish things that happen, but man, it works. There's a scene in the train involving drugs, which is so ridiculous, but I just couldn't help laughing. And then the audience was there with me, so I know it just wasn't me. So I guess a good indication of how the audience reacted to the film. And what's good about this movie is that, a good comedy film, there's a good comedy and a good comedic film. This is good comedy and a good comedic film in the sense that, with the good characters that bring it home with a nice, good emotional punch, right? Tie it in with the themes about heritage and learning about yourself. And, we have, Audrey, who's trying to find her adopted mother, right? She needs her mother to try to impress the guy she's trying to close the deal with, but she ends up learning about her true self and where she really comes from, things about friendship, the value of friendship. So it all brings it home in a very good emotional punch, and we can add that to the comedy. It just elevates the film from just your typical comedy to being a good comedic film, quote unquote, in total. So this is a home run. It really is, and I'm glad I got to see it early. We're in the middle of May. This movie comes out on July 7th, and that kind of shows you the confidence that the studio has in this film, Lionsgate. And they, like I said, screening it back in late April, again, showing that confidence that they have a winner here, and it's a movie that really needs to be promoted because it's coming out in the middle of the summer. A lot of movies coming out in June. It's packed in July, and things like Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible. So this is the kind of which you could easily get lost in the shuffle. But I'm telling you guys, you want a great comedy, this is it. This is such a good comedy. I love that, I like when, we get different cultures in there, right? And to see the stereotypes within that culture, right? We all do it. Even as Latino, we always, group certain, nationalities within Latin America, or Mexico, whatever, or Cuban, whatever the case is, particularly here in Miami. You have the ideas of what they are and all these stereotypes we all play into, and it happens across all cultures, right? And particularly in the Asian culture as well. And I love the scenes that they're kind of talking about it and playing and taking a play on that. Really enjoyable film, absolutely hilarious. Again, this is a true rated R film, like very rated R, not just the language, but just the sexual situations in there. There's vaginal tattoos in there, which it just it's so good. I don't want to spoil it. Sorry, guys, I shouldn't have said that. But again, keep a lot of things under wraps. But the less you see about this movie, the better. And I don't think the trailers will really do it justice. I haven't seen the trailer, but this being such a hard R film, you're not gonna get the good experience unless you actually go watch it. So this is an absolute recommend. You guys should definitely check this out when it comes out about a couple of months from now. Again, July 7th for sure. If you don't get to go to theaters, watch it at home, absolutely with your friends. This is a good time, a good comedy, and we don't get many of these very often. Big win here for Joyride, so good for them. If you guys check it out, finally comment below, let me know where you guys thought. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.